Welcome to We the People, where we discuss the good, the bad, and the within community, culture, and politics. I'm your host, Fallon McClure.
Hey, welcome back to We the People with Fallon McClure right here on the MIXX106radio.com. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, it's a good day today.
It is.
Man.
It's warming back up.
What?
Yes. I'm like, can we pick a season, Atlanta?
Listen, this daylight saving time has worked out for me. I'm getting more sleep than I ever did. I'm sleeping in the middle of the day. This 55 is something on my head. In the middle of the day. Thank you for an afternoon nap now. We ain't got there yet. Your life is better when you take your 30-minute afternoon nap.
Really?
What?
Okay.
I can read better than everything.
Do you actually be reading though?
What? People are like, you are sounding better, Denise. I'm getting more sleep now, man. And the weather's been just splendid
beautiful.
This week.
It's not too hot.
But yeah, they say tonight though.
Yeah, but that pollen coming.
That pollen is on the way. I done took me some honey. I done took me some shots. I done took everything I can to get prepared for it. Georgia got the worst pollen in the world, people. So y'all be on the alert for that. But we moving right along, Fallon. They are passing a crossover day. We got some good bills coming out of the Senate and the House. What do we got?
Well, one of the bills that I was really happy to see passed, they got out the House, it's now in the Senate, is House Bill 123.
What is that?
It is about, it's a death penalty.
You got that microphone.
Oh, my bad. It's a death penalty bill, right? And it's making sure that...
They only want to kill people.
Well, yeah, but this one, Georgia is the only state that made people prove intellectual disability beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
And if you have an intellectual disability, it's kind of hard to prove at such a high standard.
I prove mine every time. Every time I go in there, they say, don't even worry about it. Sit on that big phone. They ain't gonna do that to you.
Okay, let's get back to the bill. We ain't talking about you right now. But,
they looked at my grades and said, no, because don't worry about nothing. You just sit right there. They ain't gonna do that to you.
but they're changing the standard to preponderance of the evidence that to really hopefully save some lives, right? So it passed unanimously out of the House. It's over in the Senate now. And so we are hoping that folks, the Senate does the same and we get this done. I mean, we just saw, what was that, South Carolina? They just executed somebody with a firing squad. South
Carolina different though.
It's wild out
there. They
here.
want folks to just stop.
They said we can't do lethal injection anymore because all the problems with the drugs. And they told that man to pick. He said firing squad.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I got a fat cousin in prison.
Oh God.
He weighed about 450. They said he up on the death.
They said they gonna start giving him food.
No, they said he gonna have to jump rope himself to death. I said, no, that is so unfair. I said, Moochie said,
no.
Jump rope. I said, Moochie, if they do it, we gonna fire. You better not. You better not.
Come on now.
Jump rope. Yeah, they trying to do that to my phone, but pray for him.
Yeah.
All right, Moochie, I love you, man. Y'all so wrong.
Also free everybody, because people don't need to be in cages.
That's right. Some of them do though. Some of them do. I'm telling y'all right now. If I see another one of these female rappers trying to show us everything they ain't got, I want them to be in a game. And if another Memphis rapper come out,
I love Memphis rappers.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
If another Memphis rapper come out,
Dolph is my favorite.
They need to be in a cage, man.
No.
I'm serious.
Rest in peace, Dolph.
They something else, man. I'm so sick of these rappers. I swear to God. I seen one at Walmart. I said I would throw this egg at you, but it cost me $10. It cost me $10.
Okay, we got to introduce who we got in the room.
Yeah, we got some people in the room. I apologize.
Yeah.
We got some guests in the room today. We got somebody from Southwest. They're in high school. They are so proud of themselves over there. Say they have a law magnet and all of that. Yeah, they're in high school. They always been uppity. That was the first place in the black community that had a mall. You didn't know that, did you? Greenbrier Mall was the first black mall. Y'all remember that, didn't you?
And it had the first Chick-fil-A was in Greenbrier.
It did. And guess what? We used to have to dress up to go to Greenbrier. Now everybody wearing flip-flops. I see the lady come out there, I ain't like straight out the shower. She said, you got some low. I said, you at the mall, lady. Serious. They so up with it. They were so up with it. Introduce your guest, though.
So I am so excited. We have Denise Ruben, co-founder, deputy director of bar business in the building.
We got Nisa. That's what they call her. Nisa, what's up?
How you changing people's names?
That's what they call her now.
How you know?
They got a picture of Colin in 2000. That's Nisa right. Nisa, all right now. What's up? Her folks were the candy lady.
She was a
candy lady.
I sold a 1 cent candy in school too.
Why?
How you know?
I'll tell you, I was born black. I know my people. I was born black.
I guess I'm not black enough.
No. You grew up with insurance. This is your
That is true. That's true. Because my daddy was in the military.
Yeah, other people had insurance.
I did.
We was on that highway. Everybody had to go to Grady. My cousin got hit by a car. He was this back in the day. He was in Noonan. We had to drive the fabric and call ambulance to send him. I swear to God! If you black, you had to go to bed. I'm sorry. I apologize. Denise said, I apologize. This is what we do over here. Fallon bring this ignorance about it.
Don't blame me.
That's right. We talking about bar. What's the name of the organization again?
Bar business.
All right, bar business. All right, so let's get into the name, bar business.
No, we're gonna talk about Denise first.
All right, we're gonna talk about her. Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about the background.
Right, I already know pretty much the story. I pretty much know the whole thing.
What you trying to say?
I pretty much know the whole thing.
All right, get to me.
No. She was a sneaky in Mr. V's. I'm just saying. Yeah, she was over there.
She didn't deny it.
Yeah, she didn't deny that. Marco's was our hangout spot. You know what I'm saying? We naming stuff that she know about. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know about these places. I want to hear the story.
Come on, tell her about Marco.
ATL all day. I did not hang in Marco. I'm a little younger. I was a little young then. So
right.
Yeah, I didn't go to Marco. Maybe when they changed the name to something else, I was in there. But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So bar business. We are a grassroots organization led by justice impacted women.
Okay.
And we work to heal, resource, educate, and build power with justice impacted people here in Atlanta. And yeah.
I want you to take your microphone and tilt it down like that so they can hear you.
All right.
That's perfect.
Oh, I need to come closer.
Right, yeah.
All right, so yeah.
She got a radio voice now.
Yeah.
Now she finna get it to us. She finna get it to us. Go ahead and get it to us. She gonna be the quiet storm people. Go ahead. Don't get it to us.
Look, give you a show.
Yeah, you gonna be the quiet storm. Go ahead.
Be back next week. Right, but we're an organization and we work to heal our community, the justice impacted community. We are all justice impacted. I've been home since 2019.
Okay, bless your heart.
And my best friend and I, we started bar business in 2020 when there was a need. We applied for the PPP loan and they denied us because we were formerly incarcerated. So we started a GoFundMe. We raised over $100,000.
I need you to start one for me. Yeah, no, y'all ain't gonna come here and tell me that. We gonna start one soon as we get off this show today.
Let's get it.
I need hair replacement surgery. I need you to put some
Don't worry about your hair.
I had the elder bars back in the day.
You can't be like Dion when he was bald and came back.
I'm coming all the way back. Yeah, come on, go ahead.
Okay, all right.
Right.
So,
Y'all something else, man.
So yeah, we build power with justice impacted people here in the city and the surrounding areas and nationwide, the United States. We believe in by uplifting justice impacted people, we can build a world where all people have the opportunity to, live, earn, grow, build collective power, advance electorally, and grow economically without discrimination.
Right.
Yeah, so tell us about that protected class legislation that y'all got in the city of Atlanta.
What do you mean protected class?
Protected class? She gonna tell
All right, I thought, anything to get me a check now. Come on.
Sir.
I want to know.
So the protected class legislation is for, people that have been, that are formerly incarcerated,
right,
that are just as impacted,
okay,
have experienced criminalization from the system,
right,
and we are out and we are trying to live, and we're facing permanent punishments that keep us from housing, livable wages,
right,
education, certifications,
right.
That keep there's a lot of barriers that we face. So we came up with a campaign and legislation and was implemented in the city of Atlanta for us to be a protected class.
Okay,
so they're adding it to protected classes, race, religion, all of those things. But now in the code of the city of Atlanta, it also includes criminal history.
Right.
Okay.
And
so how?
So Atlanta is like one of the
first
leaders in this. So it's a great look for Atlanta.
So let me ask you this though, Fallon. How much of an obstacle is it for people that, especially women, that have the stigma of a felony or being formerly incarcerated that you've experienced?
Sir, I think you're asking the wrong person.
I'm saying, I know that you guys, y'all represented a lot of people in
yes.
in your former
in my former work, yes, we definitely were like. My whole thing is, if we say the punishment for the crime, which I still think the punishments are too long, and that's a whole nother discussion.
That's true.
But if we say the punishment is 5 years or whatever, after them 5 years, you should be able to vote, you should be able to get a house, you should be able to do everything because you served the time that they said that was the punishment. Right. But what's happening is punishments are lasting forever. Right. You're disenfranchised for voting. Right. Forever. Right. In some places, but Georgia, right?
Georgia's, they don't give you second chance in Georgia? I'm asking questions. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I'm asking questions.
Allegedly.
They're working on it.
They're working on it,
and we here to make sure that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But so this protected class legislation is very important, so that when you're trying to get to the things that allow you to live your life, right? The most basic necessities. It's taking down some of those barriers.
Okay.
And so. And we know, Atlanta influences everything. Right. So the hope is you get this in Atlanta. Y'all working with Athens now, or no, Augusta. Like, so we're hoping, this goes bigger, and we go everywhere, right? I mean, I say we. I'm supporting it from that.
Right.
Y'all go everywhere.
Yeah, we
so I gotta ask you, Niecy, though, what
you just made her name Niecy.
The hub block, that's what they call it. Now, we're gonna keep it real in here. Don't they who call you Niecy?
Yeah, my granddad.
Hey, that's Niecy. Yeah. But I gotta ask you though, when you talk to, justice impacted women, how difficult have you seen it? You only been home for 6 years, so how difficult in those 6 years have you seen it? Trying to get a job, trying to restart your life.
I'm gonna just say that our executive director, she came home a year before me, and she lived in the car, and she couldn't get a job, but she
in a car?
Yeah, she had to live in the car because she couldn't get an apartment. She couldn't get in an apartment.
Yeah, they won't let you get an apartment with a felony.
Right.
Yeah, that's hard.
So she, after living in the car, she eventually was able to, save some money and get a house. So that's how she was able to get in. Then it was hard for her to get a job as well. I remember her telling me like she's filled out like, I don't know how many applications. But then a friend of hers put her on to another organization that works with justice impacted people, and that's where she was able to get a start. But if she didn't have that hand up, like, yeah, it would be hard. These young ladies came home after us, and they work with us now. But yeah, if we weren't there, I think it would have been a very different situation for them as well.
I gotta go over here. Call her Sprinkle. Step up to Sprinkle to the microphone. Sprinkle.
Just giving everybody all these different names.
Glitter on the glasses. Tell them your name, sweet. Cynthia. Sprinkles work better.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Sprinkles work a little bit better. Right. But talk to me, Sid. You've been home now for how long? 6 years.
2019.
All right. How difficult has it been for you?
Well, it wasn't difficult once I got out because I had a family relative to go to, and he was in Madison, and he was my uncle.
In Madison, Georgia?
Madison, Alabama.
Madison, Alabama?
Yeah, so.
You should have stayed in. Hell, at Madison, Alabama.
No, I liked it. I loved it.
I
enjoyed it.
They just ended slavery last year.
Yeah. They probably have. Georgia ain't too far out.
I was born in Alabama. Madison, Alabama.
I've never heard.
Oh, for real. It's ooh. Yeah, but go ahead.
Well, no, but he wasn't. We're from Alabama. But
what part of Alabama?
From Dothan. That's where they're from.
I was born in Fallon.
Oh, you from the well-deep South.
No. I was born down there, but I grew up here. I grew up here in Atlanta. So.
I grew up in Baltimore.
You did?
I'm from B-More.
All right, yeah. So when you went back to Madison, Alabama.
It's a whole new thing because he was on a military base. So
I know.
It was.
But when you get out of that base, you be, yes, sir.
Oh, really?
You be like, hey.
Let her answer the question.
I just know that at Madison, I'm just shocked that you
Yes, but
survived.
let her answer the question.
Yeah, I'm just shocked.
It wasn't like that when I was there.
Because you had a different mindset.
Yeah, coming from Baltimore and then coming from prison to Madison, it was like a peace of mind.
Okay, because it's so slow. Ain't nothing to do outside the military base.
Sir, stop interrupting.
I apologize.
That's okay. But I didn't see it that way because I did a lot of time. So once I got out, I wanted a little bit of peace and stuff like that. So I got out during the COVID. So I was able to get a job because nobody else.
Where'd you work at down there?
At McDonald's.
Okay.
I got out, I worked at McDonald's, and then I went to the Chick, and then I ended up at Publix. Okay. And I started off making $14 at McDonald's, and I left Publix making $20. Okay. So
So you had a different mindset.
Yeah, I had goals. I had made goals.
I remember when I was younger and I was I remember being younger and I was a male stripper. I went down to Madison, Alabama. I made $1.
Hey, let's turn I made hard left turn. Let's bring it back in.
They paid me in quarters.
Quarters? That sounds like that hurt. They threw it at you.
I said, I ain't never coming back.
Wait, so you only made $1. They threw 4 quarters.
It's hard down there, but you made it work for you.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and so coming from there, you had the mentality, I got to restart my life, right? So what do you do? How do you pick up all the pieces of your life when, you've been incarcerated? How do you do that?
Well, my mind was always outside the prison, so I've never lived in the prison. It was just a body thing. Okay. So I never stopped knowing that I was going to get out of prison. So I never stopped knowing that I had goals. Okay. So my goals were basically to have my own business and cleaning business, which I do. My goals was to get me a car, which I did. And my goals was to buy me a house, which I did. Okay. So some people didn't, and it was something that I wanted to do because I had goals and I wanted to do it. So that's what I accomplished.
How did prison life, no matter who you are, no matter what your background is, it has some type of effect on your life, right? Mm-hmm. How has it affected your life, and how have you overcome some of the effects of prison on your life?
I'm not really sure because once I got out, I hit the ground. So I didn't have to, I couldn't remember or go through what I had to go through when I was in prison because I had a life. I had to get out. I was older, so it was going to be a hard thing. So I never thought about after prison until me and my friends got together, and I didn't want to be involved in it because it was a bad thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I never thought about it because I had things I needed to do. Mm-hmm. So when you need to do things, you have to do them.
Right.
So
you put everything else.
I put everything behind me, and that was a wrap. I went out and I got my goals, and now I'm with Bar Business. You know, helping people that need help.
Right.
You know, so it was a hard thing because I did more time.
Right.
So
How much? How many years? You ain't just
30.
30 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't had time to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
It's time to live. Mm-hmm. After 30 years, yeah, it's time to live. Yeah. So, yeah, bless your heart, man. How do you say it had an impact on you?
Well, I mean, I think I did a lot of. I went in a kid and I came out a adult.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been running from a lot of different responsibilities. So my time, all I did was, sit down, deprogram and reprogram myself. So I had to. It was my time. So yeah, I couldn't be the me that I am now without sitting down. I had to just change the way I thought. I developed the motto, change your mind, change your life. I started thinking differently and I started moving differently. Like Cynthia, I created goals, but I never looked back. Like,
how much time did you lose down there?
I only did 3.5 years. I got a 10 through 4.
Okay.
And God is good.
Right.
Yeah, I ended up doing 3.5 years.
Right. So you had time to go down, say, okay, let me focus on, because you 30 something or 40 months, you gonna be home. So you were putting together a formula or a plan of what I do when I hit the ground, right?
Yeah, I literally knew that I needed to sit down, peace be still, listen to God, get my mind right, get aligned with Him, and come out here and do my thing. Right.
Hey, we talking to Bar Business, the founders of Bar Business. I got Nisi, I got Sprinkles, I got the Press of Powder Springs in the building. It's we the people.
Y'all have some Know Your Rights trainings, right? And can you tell me about what that is and when they're coming up? And
so we want to make sure once you have felt discriminated and that you have not been able to represent yourself, you want to make sure that you have someone to speak for you. And if you don't, we're going to show you how to speak for yourself. So we invite you to come out. It is April 15th from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. We would definitely like you to register. Go to our website at www.bardbusiness.org and register. Register so that you can be able to know exactly what you are saying to fight for yourself, especially when you're going through the judicial system. Again, it's called Know Your Rights, our series training.
Know Your Rights. What's the plan to grow this organization throughout the state?
Oh, wow. The plan is to increase our membership base.
Okay.
Because we always looking for our people.
Right.
And we're also expanding the Protect the Class network, which is, we have about 13 different organizations across the United States right now.
Right.
So we're looking for other orgs to join us so we can implement the legislation in that city, in that state. And yeah, we're going to continue to do that till the end game is amending the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So we got a lot of work to do.
Okay. What I imagine is this, right? Most people, what's the one thing, no, I gotta ask y'all this because you've been just as impacted. What's the first thing people look for when they come home? If they don't have a family base or what have you, you have a family base, but what's the first thing most women look for when they come home?
Housing.
So housing and what else?
We have the 5 top things we have is housing, employment, rights restored, support, healthcare. But as
okay, that's fine. Yeah. So housing is number one. I gotta have a place to stay. Number two is a job. And so job and a house. Well, you ain't gonna get the house without the job. So let's put the job first. House, and then number three is what?
Food.
You see why she said it? See why she said it? That's fat hate. I'm telling you right now. We need a fat hate legislation. I put that SB 101. That's it right there. We need a fat hate legislation. I'm gonna sue you. Go ahead.
No,
our rights restored. Yeah, number three, our rights restored. With that, we can, we can do what we need to do.
Right. So, job, house, rights restored. What was number four?
Support, but that support probably come up there with the housing.
But how do you, like, when you come home, whatever you did, I don't care what, I don't know about most people. My kids, I got 4 women, right? 4 daughters. All 4 mean everything under this sun, right? I'm going to be there with open arms and say, look, if you did something, you owned up to it, we're going to start over. And we need to do we have family that wrap their arms around and give you the support? Do you see that in our community when people come home?
Yeah, we definitely see that, and support looks different for each person that's coming home, and it's also a learned skill. You have to know what a person needs in order to know how to give that support. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back to that love. You got to know how to love in order to know how to support. So, love, at the beginning, put that there, and then we're able to do those things. But it's hard. Like you said, coming home, and then you've been gone a long time. Things are different. People are different. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And you hope that the person, even though they've been judicially impacted, that they've changed. You can't be who you was before you left here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And thing that I found in my family, I'm just being honest. Some of them are like frozen in who they were before they left here. Can't be that person. You gotta mature out of some of that stuff that you were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know some people in our family, for real, that you come home, you give them the traditional cookout and everybody come over and see them and all of that, and they frozen in that what they was before they got here, and they start hanging in those areas and being around those people. You know what I'm saying? We had a member in the family that got them in the church, got them in the choir, and the first song they sung when they led a song in church is "I Want to Rock Right Now." Right now.
Lord.
It was
talking about they want to do the rock.
No, they wanted to rock right now.
I want to rock right now. I want to do that dance.
Alright, we're gonna bring us back in again. No 5.
He was
Healthcare on the list.
Healthcare is on the list so we can do the dance.
Right.
Not the drugs.
Right.
That's right, Denise. Get back, come back, Denise.
But yeah, we face a lot of barriers.
True.
And so we gotta have our minds right, have our hearts right, have our spirits right, so we can move in this wicked world, man. A lot of the fight is within ourselves as well. So
I agree wholeheartedly. A lot of it is in yourself. I gotta ask this though. All of you have been just as impacted by the system, whether good or bad. Through your journey and all that you've been through, right? What are you in today, this woman that you are today, in this present day, what are you grateful for right now?
I'm grateful for my alignment with the universe and the Most High.
Right.
And with that, I can do all things.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Stand on it.
Right. Through all the things that you've been through, right, and all the time that you spent in Just As Impacted. Come home now, you're living things that you spoke over your life. What are you grateful for in this moment right now?
Life.
Okay.
I'm grateful for every day.
Right, you got to speak into the microphone.
Oh.
Yeah, she all up here trying to hate on me. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm grateful for life because every day I wake up in the morning, there's something new.
Right.
And every day you wake up, you learn something new every day. If you don't learn it, then you're not listening.
Right.
So I'm grateful for life.
You're grateful for life. Go ahead again.
Before I went to prison, I didn't know that my actions out, affected more than just myself. Like,
right.
I was moving and just thinking about me, but when I realized that my actions affect more than just me, and that, it was affecting my family and my mom too. I knew that I had to do something different.
Right.
And I used to write home and tell my mother, I said, before it's all over with, I said, I'm gonna make you proud. And we getting there. Mm-hmm. I think we there. Mm-hmm. Things are a lot better. And yeah.
I gotta go over here, hand her the microphone for it. All right. Through your journey, did it make you better or bitter?
It made me better.
Okay.
And I say that because Denise didn't make folks cry, and now it's making me.
Right.
It made me better because I had my family with me. I mean, my family was like 10 toes down. They went through the time with me. And that is the most important thing. Like when we talked about love, when you are surrounded in that love, it helps you to forget about the environment that you are truly in. It helps you to forget about, what you are really going through, because you have that family, you have that support, you have that love. So it kept me. And just with having the love of God and knowing that, He was my strength through it all, it made me continue to have joy in my heart each day. I still had joy no matter where I was. I still had joy each day. So I came home with that love because of God and my family.
Because of God and your family. You served had a longer stint than anybody in this conversation today, right? So I gotta ask you. Give her the mic back, right? So I gotta ask you, are you bitter or are you better?
I'm much better.
Okay.
I'm much better. I didn't come out with bitterness at all. I came out running, and that's what I wanted to do. I made goals, and I set those goals, and that's what I wanted to do. Right. Not one bitter bones. I forgive the people. I don't hold on to anything. And no bitterness. But please understand this, that there are families, there are people in there that don't have families.
Right.
And they're hurting too because they don't have families. So they're bound to do about anything just for commissary. Mm-hmm. So when they come out, they don't have anywhere to go. And we as Bar Business, we try to be there for them.
Right.
And Bar Business, we have a stable house where they can come and work. We have Black Mamas bailout that we're about to get. We're helping pregnant women get out, make bond and get out. So it's not like the people when I came in. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have a bar business. I didn't have any kind of legal form or anything like that. We just had ACLU.
Right.
So right now they do have people. We do have people on the ground who are willing to help the sisters and brothers that's in prison when they get out. So always remember that.
Right. If you could name one person that you're thankful for after all of this you've been through, who would that one person be?
My Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
My Uncle Sam.
Who's that one person for you?
My mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
And who's that one person for you?
My mom.
Your mom.